boy.
Gets going.
Tough gets going.
The tough gets going. And y'all know what happened?
Hold on,
Hey, even though the tough was going in the water, what did I do? I still win. Facts.
No, but can I show you something? So we got our app.
Hashtag TBT in the comment section.
But you did it.
I didn't do it in the way of confidence, but it was done.
It was done.
The average person would have died out there.
So to kick this video off, I'm going in with my wall cordless singers, and I'm literally knocking all of the curls or the naps out the way. So once I slap my guard 2 on, I'm able to go through this hair. And this is a number 2 close. I want y'all to understand that my client has a thicker grade of hair, so I decided to just do a 2 close in terms of chopping it down. And then I'll see what I'm gonna be able to do a little bit later. But as you guys can see, once you get those naps out the way, and once you get to going through that hair, you get to coming clean off the head, man. And one thing that was very interesting about this client, I had went into the shop early, and one of my co-workers was like, hey bro, I got a guy who just walked in. He's like, I know you don't take walk-ins, but I have a walk-in for you, and I think this would be amazing YouTube content. And he know I've been trying to shoot on my own, so I was like, that's perfect. I go in there and I'm chopping it up with this guy, and this guy literally has a promotion, you know, but he has to cut his hair. And I just felt that was very dope and very interesting, that just when people break into more of the corporate world, how you got to change that image up, like no matter who you are. And then I just really thought to myself, like, okay, now the pressure is on because I have to do something. This is just as equivalent to like a wedding or any other real important thing that one of our clients got coming up. They got to cut their hair for. He's literally cutting his hair for a promotion to look better. So I knew I had to come with it in this video, man, and I hope you guys really like the ending of this video, because I had a lot of difficulties in this video. Once I cut this hair down, y'all finna really see me hop into that artistry and hop into the bag of why I'm on YouTube. I really want y'all to see this. The average person or the average barber would be scared or would have made a mistake in this specific haircut, and I really want y'all to see how the ending product comes out. So right here I have a 1.5 and it's halfway closed, and I'm just literally knocking all of the hair down to my desired length that I want. And that's with the grain. And right here I go in with my Andis TI line as I create my first initial ball line, literally a 1/2 inch from the bottom up. And I'm creating that line just so I'll be able to go ahead and give him a taper, because we're going to do something very simple, but it's very pronounced and it's very executive looking. So I go in with my Andis Masters, and they're fully open, and I'm going about another 1/2 inch, and I'm literally clearing bulk and clearing the room so I can give myself that area to fade. You see me, guys, I close my Masters, and I'm literally hitting the bottom of that line, and I'm flicking at the bottom of that line, slowly but surely opening my Masters every time I flick at that line. The more you see the line blend in, every time you flick a notch and you go up just a tad bit higher. And as you guys can see, I'm in like a scooping motion, like a C scooping motion. I never lay my clippers flat on the back of no one's head, because you don't want too harsh of a guideline that's hard to get out. I just want y'all to know, man, I've been really working behind this camera. I've been trying to get these angles down packed for y'all, man, and it's so much harder when I don't have the equipment that I want. So the best part about this is, like, we're gonna keep doing it until we get everything that we want and everything we need. But right here I'm in there with a 1/16 that's fully open, and I'm creating another fade rim for me to be able to fade in, and I drop them to close so I can start knocking out that bottom line. Shout out to B-Boy, because this beat fire. But as you guys can see, I'm literally fading in between the realms right now. Or the actual neck taper, just to get this thing as blended as possible to me, because I still don't like how his hair lay, because this is his first haircut. You can't expect hairs to just lay down. That's what literally brings the distortion into tapers, or the iffiness into tapers, when the hair don't lay down how you want it to. He's so used to his hair standing up that none of it wants to lay down. It wants to It wants to lay to the side. It's not even trained. So you know what we do in these predicaments, only thing that we do is we just keep everything consistent. You don't change your fade structure because of the head. That's one thing I learned a while ago. You can't teach or you can't tell someone that fade structure is this way, but you're changing your fade structure every time you cut a different head. That's not consistency. So with that being said, we keep the fade techniques completely the same. We don't change anything, and we let those hairs fall into place. And once the haircut comes to life, everything is so much more beautiful, man. And it's so much more appreciative because y'all were able to bring the fade together by y'allself. And I want y'all to understand, always comb and fade at the same time. You want to knock out all miscellaneous hairs, or you really want to lay those hairs down after hitting them with the clippers. You want to see what you're really working with in terms of the canvas. So I want y'all to understand, man, all of the techniques that I'm doing are everyday techniques. We do things like this to better the craft. That's what it's about. And then right here, we finna really get busy. I'm going right into the bottom of the temple area to create my first initial guideline. I just created some space with the masters because I ain't feel like balding it yet. And then I go back and bald it. Then I go back in with my masters fully open now. And then you see me slowly but surely dropping the trimmers in this area because you know he's finna have a light, nice taper right here in the corner. I go on my 1/16 guard and it's fully closed, and I opened it up right here so I give myself a little bit more room. And then you finna see me bring the two together right here. I just want y'all to understand and know, like, at times in this haircut, I question myself so many times, and that's why I played that clip at the beginning, because what Jeezy said to us always stuck after that, man. And it's just like, it don't matter how tough things get you, you gotta keep rocking out. You gotta roll with the punches. You gotta keep everything going. Bills still gotta be paid, meaning nothing changes. So we locked in, and we in with the clippers fully open, and I'm literally using the corner of my blade to slowly but surely knock this line out that I see by the ear. As you guys can see, we in the game. So right here, I go and do the front lineup. I'm going to show you something very specific. The average barber would have pushed this all the way back, but because my client has alopecia spots, me and my client consulted about what we wanted to do. Did we want to push it back? Did we want to blow a taper out? He wanted his curves, and he wanted his lining as natural as possible, including his alopecia spots, but he wanted to be able to cover them using enhancement, because I showed him what I do. If he said enhancement, if I can use it well, then I can just fill in his alopecia spots. I said that is perfect. That gives me more content and gives me value to give to you guys on terms of YouTube, because anybody can do a straight lineup. Anybody can do a C cup. Anybody can do vertical bars. Anybody can do a lineup, period. But how many people can put a lineup there that's not there? You gotta visualize certain things. And now I'm starting to see, when I said I hated designs and how people can visualize a design, it's the same way with me visualizing a lineup. I honestly can't tell you how I can visualize the bottom part of the lineup even though it's not there. As you guys can see, right, where my clippers is, you don't see hair there. He's very pronounced in the front of the line and then at the top, but in terms of the vertical bars right here, he's not strong. But I create a reference line right here. If you guys are paying attention, I lightly go in with Kiss Expressions and I create a reference line as if the lining was there. Watch when I bag up. And as you guys see me brush it right into the hair, that was my reference line of really bringing a haircut to life of where the vertical bar should have been. And then I'm going to go right behind that with fibers, because fibers lay better than actual semi-permanent. And I got up close on that to show you. And because they lay better than semi-permanent in terms of laying better, they're supposed to be real hair better than the actual semi-permanent. So sometimes you have to double up your methods, and I went in with spritz as well. And then I just go in and I pronounce everything, and I just re-hit my C's, and as you guys can see, everything falls into place. And when I tell you guys, and I can't stress it enough, this is literally my heart in the game right here. I love this, and everybody always kill in the comments about color enhancement, and you guys are forgetting the message. Look how terrible the beard was. In terms of the beard, we wanted to knock it down as low as possible and reshape it, but what we had to do was literally manipulate things in a certain amount of time frame to make sure he made it back to the job on time. So what made it perfect for me is I went in with Kiss Expressions on the applicant brush, and I literally framed out his whole beard without even doing it. And it's just a method to me that just makes beards so much easier. I can make them as crispy as I want because I do not like putting clippers on nobody's face. I honestly feel like my clippers hit too hard to be on someone's face, and people get whipped from the clippers on their face. So I'm not a fan of it. And a lot of people always thought that this was method or technique. It's just my technique of not destroying someone's face. But I like to get in and literally dry razor the actual line of the beard, and then I go in with my Tomb 45 shaving gel, and I put that all on the hairs that are around that lineup, because you don't want to dry shave his face. He does not have the skin to have a dry shaved face. He would bump up and the whole thing would be bad, and that's not what we wanted. So we get real close to that line and we dry shaver that razor part on the line, just the line. They not even gonna feel it. It's not gonna hurt, none of that. You just hit those lines real quick, and then you go behind it with your shaving gel and clear majority of the area, or clear all of the bulk with the shaving gel. And this right here is how you get the real pronounced clean lineups. And right here I want to show you, he doesn't even have a C cup in this yet because it was so light. So you guys watch me bring this all the way together where the vertical bar should be here, and then now I'm curving it into the C with my client laid back. It's just easier for me to draw, and then I go right in with my straight razor and I just clean up. I think that's the beauty of this thing, man, and the beauty of YouTube to me, man. I honestly feel like bringing content like this is amazing, because the average barber would have been scared to touch them vertical bars, man, because of the alopecia spots. But I want to be able to show y'all that you can always make something out of nothing, and that's just if you believe in yourself, man, and if you really love this craft. We gonna always get canvases that we hate. Like, we used to run away from haircuts when haircuts used to scare us, and now you don't have no choice. When you decide to be in this game and in this industry, evolution, the level of innovation is in the air. You can't slow down.
That was the objective.
So right here at the end of this video, I just wanted to show y'all the big chop that I did on my boy. He had called me literally after this. He got the promotion for the job. He definitely crispy. We back in the game. Y'all know what time it is. Hashtag TBT. If we in the comment section, hashtag TBT. This was exactly, literally, how to execute a first person's haircut. As you guys can see, the lineup is crispy. Shout out to my Classic Styles fam. If you don't know, I'm located in Harvey, Illinois on Dixmoor at Classic Styles Barbershop. And if you were watching this, I want to say thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and may God bless.